So this is Daily Dharma Part 2, and I really appreciate those who watched the first video. I'm going straight into it as if I were not cut off at all, and we are at the end of the pre-messages here, but my device only has about 30 minutes of video time before it does its thing. I don't know why. So thank you for coming back, those that are in for this rest of the message. So the next two, it's like the more that we unmask energies, we transmute some type of false compliance with an old way of being that we were perhaps unable to stand up for ourselves or others. And so we are now in a position where we're taking back our power from feeling that others have the ability to dictate or to push or manipulate us into embodying a false energy or staying limited or engaging in constant conflict. So you're going into this joyful muse in your life because it's the initiation. It's this crossing of a big sacred bridge in your life where you finally transmuted some type of pain. It's the struggle bus. It's like you don't need that anymore, and not that you ever did, but it's like recognizing how to redirect your energy and your spirit team, however that comes through for you, your ancestors, God, source, universe, higher self, other individuals who are watching you transform through this sacred holy mountain standstill. It's like I'm also getting that you've already had such a period of incubation in your past that now you're at this flow state. It's like others were watching you from a distance, wondering what the heck you were doing over here. And you were just waiting. You were waiting and having this experience of enlightenment, shedding all of these old skins, getting your wise integration of your shadow and light. And that's what makes the powerful voice so incredibly inspirational and transpersonal too. It's like you're not focused necessarily on selfishness, but on the microcosm of self. You can see the universe in turn. The more deeply you meet yourself, the more you see through everything else out in the cosmos on every level. And so the spirit team is watching you transform in these incredible ways. And what they are doing is creating an audience for you with this following energy of creating that power of community gathering around, because of this activation that you have chosen with yourself to embody. It's like you are inspiring an incredible amount of exponential individuals leveling up and leveling up. And so, yeah, the Watcher's energy comes out with this galactic mushroom, the divine matrix. And so you are able to embrace the extremities of self and to have encountered this self in such a cosmic and earthly way at the same time. That sacred magician energy is so it's so potent. It's almost like you're really awakening other individuals to Alice's Wonderland dream that they have been living in their own life of disempowerment. And so it pushes them into a, let me get this one out here, this return to earth in order to transmute some type of illusion in themselves. So you're really activating some powerful earth guardian energies. You're a guardian in this way of the material realms by being this cosmic enlightened individual rooted and grounded into your process and into your ability to harness this unlimited unity consciousness. Is it's assisting you to be that catalyst awakener individual in the lives of so many. And it feels very cosmic. It feels very simple at the same time. So I want to get a few more messages out for you guys. So since this is the Daily Dharma, I did want to start with our classic deck. I very rarely don't get a chance to get this deck out for the Daily Dharma. It's the one that created my spiritual activation of creating the Daily Dharma, which is us honing in to the collective energies and attempting to process what the universe is lovingly asking us to align with, embody, and the higher perspectives that the ego resists understanding. So they're the code cards for the codes of gratitude, abundance, study growth, activating the voice, our integrity, flow state, and activating and being a catalyst in the awakener process. And the first card out says it all. Unique gifts. How starseed is that? It has light codes. It has this very alien-esque imagery. And this Mantanji card that we began with here is all about being alienated because of having this outcast energy, like feeling incompatible with things as the way that they are. But you finally, in this reflective flow state within yourself, this deep dive into self, you've really come to love and appreciate and really nurture your gifts in such a powerful way, such a cosmic way, that you are aware of your ability to tap into and to channel all of these light codes into activation codes in the now moment. Yeah, look at this almost powerful submission to spirit, willing submission to the fires that are coursing through you from beyond, and just seeing so far into the other realms, embodying this dragon-born energy and potency. Yeah, this is definitely Dragonborn Collective these last few months for those that are on that path. Very shamanic, very starseed. And the top of the deck here, we have universal love. So you're awakening other individuals to this universal life force energy that's coursing through us, and the appropriate application of the love force is to create, period, just to create and do so from that universal love force energy, to be an embodiment of love and light and forgiveness and personal accountability. Yes. Merkaba, you have a very strong ability to harness the energies around you, to interpret, to be coherent with the divine flow. Because of all of these multiple activations, you see through the theater of life, and it's really creating such a protective and expansive space around you. It's like I don't know. I don't want to quantify it with a number because everybody is different. But when you're glowing in your energy and in your channel, it's like you create this in this pocket of space, in this sacred sanctuary space that you are processing in, and you are sending these ripples out into the cosmos, and it's hitting people at quite a distance. And it's like that's the Merkaba field that you have. It's like gathering all of this energy, this universal love force energy, and being a beacon to gather the community around you, these other enlightened beings that can be so resourceful with nothing that, yeah, and surrender below that. It's like it's creating a lot of momentum in the cosmos because of your energy. Crystal Keys has been a frequent flyer on the channel recently, and it comes out yet again next to and with the Merkaba card. So it's like getting the sacred keys to your Merkaba ship. And yeah, it's like, where are we going at this time? I think it's different for all of us, but it's being done through this universal love force energy, and it's like a gathering of the tribes. Is that related to the rainbow prophecy? Gathering of the tribes, 7 nations? I don't know. I'm not sure what that prophecy entails, but it might be significant for somebody's path or journey ahead. All right. Discernment. Exactly. I feel like part of this is like also not falling prey mentally and energetically to the prophecy making of others, especially those prophecies others have said over us or over our family line, because others will talk. And so we may have some subconscious fears that come from either not wanting to be like powerful figures that we've experienced in our past, or our urge or desire to be similar to the way we feel that others are in our past. And this discernment is also coming through with this 13 coherence. So this is what we're at this standstill about, is understanding how and why it becomes necessary at different points in our journey to re-experience the contrast, the challenges, the challengers, the lower vibrational energetics. And it says that this understanding, this coherence, supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. And that's all full circle what we started about. It's an abundance mindset activation code that we are receiving because we have the integrity to present it out to the world in a powerful way. We're realizing our own ability to move forward and to create something so powerful for self and others, that we are being gifted by the universe to awaken our master builder capacity to create with the power and sound of our voice, our ability to invoke and evoke from others. Yeah, under the deck over here, we have this guy over here. It's like he's conjured this rose. It's like bending spoons and realizing there's no spoon, or levitating because you're weightless, you're more air between the molecules than dense matter. And being with others that communicate and co-create in this manner, I feel like you're moving forward from something that didn't suit you, something that was really out of resonance. It resonated with something that others told you was true about how we interact with others, and you're moving into a collaboration with a different type of a mindset where it's safe to be open and to surrender the energies to the flow state together. Yeah. Oof. And this is where your prosperity lies. Exactly. So all about the prosperity mindset, and it's how we work with others and embody the inner darkness, opening up that gift of the inner shadow space and unlocking the North Node gifts, the unique gifts that come from beyond this space and time. Sometimes we need to recognize that just because we didn't read it somewhere, if we feel a certain way, if we lean into that and research what we're feeling, then we find the evidence that supports our urge for that. It's like I'm getting that if you have like if you're really craving some type of fruit, it's because it has something in it that your body is nutritionally desiring and needing for the next thing. It's like being guided by Mother Earth about the material, the embodiment and the sentience of matter, and being able to co-create and collaborate this idea out to the ethers. So as you communicate the higher divine feminine aspect of nurturing and co-creation, it's all about unlocking abundance mindset. Yes. So you are calling out in the first one, the first daily dharma, a lot of corruption, but it's because you're here activating your divine blueprint. And that blueprint is it's all about the emergence of the new earth. So I'm hearing again as I look down, don't get caught up in this coyote energy of the dramatics of what has happened. It's about letting those winds advise you of what this is activating in yourself, the niche that you are creating, and where you're going to create more joy and more soul song and less singing the blues about the past, right? So let's get into the handwritten cards, reading the unspoken between the lines. Called out, can't believe what you said, bold declaration, say it like you mean it, and joy. And so I'm seeing time for a love fest in that pile. We also have World Wide Web. So yeah, you're taking your joy, and it's like you're showing up on your social media, if anybody is part of the past, as somebody who's looking better and better every day and really embodying your success and not really giving a lot of time and effort and energy to the lower energies. Yeah, you're trailblazing, you're setting up the bar high with this new beginning that you're having, and you're on fire, you're moving, you're starting, you're doing it. We get about the ignorant being the ones that are confident and bellowing out here, and you showing up as the anti-hero again with that outcast energy. They want to whisper sweet and spicy nothings in your ear in a way that would sow doubt and fear. So yeah. And so they're also hoping that you're going to look them up on social media and see what they've been posting, because I feel like if you did, they'd be posting things in a very passive aggressive way about how they were victimized and how what you did was because of them. And it's not that you're doing anything because of anybody or doing anything to anybody. You're very grounded in earth, anchored in spirit. And so the reason you said what you said is because you answer to and speak the justice, the divine righteous light codes of the universe through your vessel in every cell. It's activated within you, this sacred justice and sacred truth. And so what comes out with this, anything about, it's the Realm Bridger card basically here, which I did see under the deck as well earlier. So here we also get, right, this came out earlier. I said what I said. I'm gonna paint the town red. Non-compliant with groupthink and ego games. I can't believe these two came out together because I wrote them this morning when it was going through my head, but I put them in random spots in the deck and then I was just shuffling and they came out together because they weren't together. So exactly. You said what you said because you're a code creator, you're an activator and a catalyst. And you don't care to engage with these lower energies, and you're just gonna remain blessed and remain protected because you protect so many other souls by speaking the truth into existence and liberating matter from oppression and from control and power dynamics, that you are blessed with an enormous perimeter around you where your enemies dare not cross. And their spirit team will not cross. Yeah, and spirit is saying, I want to see you be brave. Just do what you want to do. Say what you want to say. Just let the words fall out. Yeah, previously you may have had some type of mother issues, or maybe this is a mother figure or your mother itself, but you're learning how to love yourself first in this situation without some type of false judgment or expectation or, well, we better spiritually bypass and be kind to everyone and fulfill all their needs at the expense and compromise of our own values and alignment. No. So you're demanding respect and boundaries with this sacred perimeter. Hands off. Friends, professional zone. So whoever has done this to you, it's like you're increasing the distance and the social expectation between you. It's like you're no longer allowing somebody in your inner circle. Mood swing, drama. Yeah, people are really swinging all over the place right now because they think that you brought drama, but all you did was state a fact, and then there was gaslighting. You restated the facts. You even brought the receipts that in black and white supported the brave calling out that you did. And in this way, you're creating a timeline jump for yourself. Look at all the pathways that other individuals are able to choose for and you are able to choose for. There's all these various timelines and wormholes that you're able to jump through because you recognize that this whole time where you've been caught up in this brick wall limitation has been an incubation period where you were still in alignment with this old timeline. But now you're awakening yourself by speaking it into existence. You're like, no, that is not the truth or my truth. And you're jumping into what is with your excitement. So their fear and their fear mongering is just activating your faith. It's fueling you up for this transition and you're starting to gather more and more momentum. You've got a lot of watery emotional energies and psychic intuitive hits that are coming through for you at this time. And it's lighting you up to your more sacred value. It's like your spirit team is like, yeah, we want to see you be brave. We want to see you just light this bitch up. Just tell them how it is because everybody else is so busy shutting up. Nobody is able or willing to stand apart and to call that spade out. Oh, somebody wants to come and see you. Ooh. Somebody's out here pretending not to watch you winning and getting advice from friends. Okay, so now we're getting the new moon solar eclipse. That one hasn't been coming out recently. What is the date? It's somewhere around the 20th to the 22nd, I would suppose, doing the math in my head, depending on where you're at. And it should be a new moon solar eclipse. I believe it's in late Virgo. And so this is where that potential to restart, that spark and that realignment, the seeds that you've been sowing are going to start to really take root. Um, so yeah, I think that somebody wants to come and see you that's actually part of this old group dynamic, but somebody who's inspired, not somebody who is part of the um, group think and gaslighting. But I feel like they're coming to see you and alluding to the fact that there's some new other drama that other people are polling the audience and trying to garner some type of support for them. And I think that they're not getting what they want. This other individual is being told, I don't want to talk about it, I don't believe this, blah blah blah. It's like they're getting put back onto themselves because it's a karmic outcome to choosing to pose some type of either smear campaign or just a lower vibrational essence. Like they tried to do something that was in alignment with only corruption. So in the third deck, we have F around and find out. That's where somebody has been at, trying to create more drama, swinging around. They're crashing to earth here. And it's not that you would have wanted that, but that's the process they're going through. And you're just out here surpassing these doubters and accomplishing the extraordinary. Again, they can't believe you made this bold declaration and said what you said. It's like jaws are still dropping about this. And you may not have been the only one to call out this corruption here, but there's something that they didn't think that anybody would ever have the power to create this ego breakthrough in this corrupt circumstance. But somebody is having an ego death, and they're being forced to acknowledge something publicly because you called the elephant out in the room. And this person is becoming quite aware, and others are witnessing in real time that somebody here, this corrupted individual, has been somehow a feeding pool in their sacral chakra for these lower vibrational fears and entities and lower attachments to, what's the word, to comparison and to material accomplishments and ego, reputation. And they've been unwilling to look at the truth of the reputation. We're getting out, and I feel like you called them out for the way that business as usual is not in alignment with you. Yeah, because you're not willing to compromise on your values here. It's like you were willing to put up with a lot, but when spirit pushed you to the point where you had to say something, it's like you're not willing to take it back. You thought about it long and hard. Live a life full of love and light, but still master the throat punch. Start where you are and do it today. It's time. You're ready, you're ready, you're ready. Someone here has been, or some situation has been undermining your best efforts. And now they're real busy avoiding you because you see straight through the lies, the BS, the fake smiles. And so let's get some uplifting messages for you. What is this new energy, this joyful muse? Ooh, feels like you were made just for me. I'm going to grab this lighthearted deck here to get out of that energy of what the past was and start talking about what it is we're creating. Underneath the deck, we did have, it's time for a love fest. And I feel like this is a glow up within your own sacral chakra. It's like, it doesn't matter what they choose. It matters that you just chose yourself boldly, courageously. You were brave and you did it. You set the bar so high for those other individuals who have been meek, overwhelmed by manipulation and gaslighting, unaware and unable to see their value in a situation and to choose to follow you perhaps because you are where love is at. And it's like they're ready to get up from the table where love is no longer being served as well. Earlier disappointments were only rehearsal for the great stuff that's coming your way now, because you are in that creator mode and you're no longer clogging up your filter with all this gunk. You don't need to be a filter for those who don't create their own solutions, because then they're just going to keep feeding you debris, and that's no way to sustain your high vibe. Right? Prepare to be astounded. I'm ready. Send them love, wish them peace, send them happy. See them happy, but send them happy as well. Everyone, always, forever. And prepare to be astounded, because the universe is preparing something incredible for you on the other side of this portal, this wormhole. And P.S. Oh man, will you ever become a big time manifester, because you're clearing up your vibe from any type of resonance with any type of self-doubt or belief that this scarcity mindset had something to sustain you. But you're forgiving. You're giving them a soft landing. Of course, anger can always be justified, but then so can forgiveness. Just depends on how much more you want from the adventure. Go for gobs, the universe. All there is to love has been there all along. And if you loved them once, remember that love and always speak to the highest in them, because it helps you keep your side of the street nice and clear. When you begin to find love in people and places where you haven't found it before, it's always because you've grown. You so rock, the universe. So we also have love is never in vain. So some type of situation has been challenging you, but as usual, we're getting that message of don't let yourself sink into bitterness. Really let yourself become better, the best version of yourself. Who would you have just fallen absolutely in love with if you came in contrast with their energy? That's the person that you're ready to embody and become, and attract the individuals that want to support and see that individual to continue to grow and expand and to light up rooms and energies across the cosmos. They're ready to uplift you, and you're ready to align with new people, places, and adventures. Diving to new depths. Yeah, no more of this superficial ego, like putting lipstick on a pig BS for you. It's time here to take this deep dive. There's a deeper meaning to what's happening, and that's exactly what we're talking about. It was always, the contrast was here to activate your highest voice, because you're here to be a co-creative collaborator with the universe and to birth the new earth. And you've got to listen to Mother Gaia, not to the false prophets that were trying to clog up your energy, and the parasites that have been feeding from your energy, symbolically or in real time. You might be looking at this only from the surface and missing what's really going on now, but take this moment to pause and breathe before you respond or react to what other people are baiting you